Hey, I wanted to make this video to let you know a few things about hosting. Now, when you become a host, first thing that you get is the freedom to choose the topic. And you not only get the freedom to choose the topic, but you become the authority. So, it is more than just a chance or opportunity to become the host and get the chance to manage the community, but it is also a chance to become a leader of the community, maybe for 1 week, but you get that chance, get that opportunity. Now, when you become a leader, you have to make sure of few things in your community. And when you become a leader, you get the freedom to choose the topic. And whenever you are choosing some topic, I would like to tell you one more thing. There are some people who might not have the same interest as you. Imagine if I start giving topic on finance, if I start talking about tax, if I start talking about mutual funds, everybody is not going to be comfortable on that topics, right? But as a host, you have the power to give such kind of topics. So you might have to have a secondary topic on which everybody can speak. So it is not only your job to give a topic, but it is also your job to make sure that the other person can be able to speak on that topic. Did you get my point? That is the role of a host, right? Now, so when you host a community, in the community, people are going to be from different background, different culture, different caste, different community, different religion, different mindset, different background, different age, different gender, and every individual person is going to be unique. In order to manage those kind of people, it's really hard. But just because this is a family, this is a family where people, every one of us has the humility to learn and understand, listen to other person, we have a better chance to make other person understand if they are going wrong. Sometimes what happens is just because everybody is coming from different background, different experiences, the vulnerability of everyone is different. It means some person might get offended because of some small things. So your job is to make sure that every individual person in the community is getting respected, not only from you, but from each others as well. Because you are the host for that particular week, and it's your job to make sure how your community is going to be the safest, cleanest, comfortable place to be. So this is more than just being a host. This is more like being a leader of a community. The second thing that you have to have in your mind that some people are going to be introvert and some people are going to be extrovert. People who are extrovert, they don't need any attention, but people who are introvert, they don't always feel comfortable to share themselves. Now, as a host, it's your job again to see that whether they are speaking or not. In the first session, we have allotted for each and every speaker, right? Now, sometimes what will happen, there will be some speakers who will end their speech before the 5 minutes. So what will you do after that? Will you ask them to leave? No. You have to stretch their speech till 5 minutes minimum. And every single time, make this a habit that whenever somebody is speaking something at the end, appreciate them for whatever they said, or picking one particular reason that why you want to appreciate them. A second thing is ask one follow-up question. Now, when you don't do it, it feels like you didn't listen to the other person in the first place only. So just to listen to the people, you have to ask one follow-up question. Now, this also is going to happen where people are going to exceed their time. Now, some people, whoever exceed their time, it is not necessary to ask them a question, because there are some other people who would be waiting for their turn as well, right? So this is more about the hosting in the first half. But in the second half, where in the tabletop session, there will be other speakers as well. Now, in those cases, people who are going to be more like introvert people who have the social anxiety, you have to take care of them as well. Sometimes what will happen is some people who are extrovert or who don't really scared to talk in front of people, they go ahead and speak on others. Okay, as a host, you have to look on each and every individual person who is trying to say something and their speech is getting interrupted by some other people. You have to see that only. And when the other person completed their speech, you have to go back to the person and ask them that what you wanted to say. Please go ahead and speak. So as a host, this is what is going to be the huge responsibility on you, that listen to every single one instead of just talking. When you become a host, your responsibility is like listening more than speaking. Whenever you speak effectively, because you are the host. Whatever you say, that becomes the rule in that particular moment. So if you want to interrupt somebody, you can go ahead and interrupt genuinely, and you can go ahead and give chance to others as well, and everybody is going to respect that. So as a host, as an authority in that stage, in that particular moment, you have to take charge, and you have to give equal chance to every individual person on the screen. I hope you understand this particular point. Now, third thing that you have to make sure in your mind, that during the first step of the session, where people are getting 5 minutes to speak continuously, there will be some people who are not confident enough to express themselves. Now, what will happen with them is, they would get stuck in the middle of their speeches. Now, when they will get stuck, they will feel uncomfortable. Their heartbeat will start racing. They will start thinking in their mind that what host will think, what the people who are watching me will think, and all that stuff will go on in his mind or in her mind. Now it's your job to make that person comfortable, right? You can also go ahead and tell, it's okay, take your time and go ahead. You can say like that. But you also have to make sure that you speak as less as sentence possible to make the other person feel comfortable, because if you just keep on speaking, for longer period of time to make the other person feel comfortable, that person will forget what he was or she was thinking in his mind or in her mind to explain next. So you just have to speak one sentence or two and just wait. Give them the space, that break, so that they could express themselves easily. These are the few things that I want you seriously to notice, because becoming a host feels more like having the responsibility than just getting on a stage and speaking more and more and more and more. Now, the second half, which is going to come from my heart, that when you become a host, it's now your community. You need to take care of your community as your own kids. There will be people who will be older than you. There will be people who will be from different background, different mindset. Might be people who are having better mindset than you, people who are having some lower mindset than you, people who are just learning, people who are hustling. You never judge any person based on that. We never label any person because that person is as not good as me in expressing in English or expressing in camera, or that person is not as good as me in finance or something like that. Never label people like that, because everyone has some unique quality, unique talent. Right now, as a community, this is our responsibility, that if some person is coming to the community who is little bit weird, then we have to make sure that the person is working fine with us. So I hope you have understood the responsibility of becoming a host, because this is how we are going to grow our community, and this is how we are going to grow ahead more in our life. Because every single person coming to this community has some impact in your life and has impact in every individual person's life in the family. So please keep your effort towards this family, make this family more beautiful, more comfortable, and have a community which can help you to grow more, become a better version of yourself.